Good morning, Encouragement at Family. We're in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, Treasures in Jars of Clay. We're going to be reading just a few verses here. So let's start in verse 3. And even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing. Now, what does veiled mean? That means like a spiritual veil over people's eyes, just like a veil you would see that goes on the head and covers eyes. This is like a spiritual veil they're talking about, meaning they just can't see like the truth, okay? So even if the gospel of Jesus is veiled to those who are perishing, and then it says verse 4, the God of this age, small g, right? That's Satan. The God of this age, the devil, has blinded the minds of unbelievers, right? Would you agree? So that they cannot see the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. Would you agree that the God of this age, the enemy, has blinded the minds of unbelievers? He's put that veil over their eyes, and so they can't see, they can't understand, they can't think about, they can't grab the truth. And he says in verse 5, for we do not preach ourselves, but Jesus Christ is Lord, and ourselves as your servants for Jesus' sake. For God, who said, let light shine out of darkness, amen, made his light shine, Jesus' light, in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ. So God has removed the veil to us as believers, and we let that light shine out of darkness that God has put inside of us to give the light of the knowledge, right? He gives us the light of the knowledge of the glory. So may we use this knowledge, our veil removed, to be light and to be an example to a world who needs Jesus. God bless.